Howdy everyone, Cub here. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we worked on saving the server and also worked to finish up the 5K club with some bats and things. Let me just go ahead and take a little snooze here. So yeah, today what we're going to do is we're going to finish up the Redlands. We got a few minor projects we're going to do and one really cool door that we're going to make. A really awesome hidden door that I made recently. So that's what we're going to do today. One of the few things we have to do still in the Redlands is we need to just come on down here, and in the tunnels around the Redlands, these tunnels down here, I think I want to go ahead and decorate these in the form of red sandstone, because these are like the emergency tunnels, if you guys remember correctly from a few episodes back that we made when we made the Kiva and other things. So yeah, these just basically lead to and from other buildings, and the idea is that these tunnels are like emergency exits and yeah, ways to get in between the buildings without being seen on the surface. So we got a bunch of these underground tunnels here, and I'm probably gonna add a couple more for this whole project here. So that's one of the things we have to do. So let me just go ahead and get on down there. By the way, if I sound a little bit different in this episode, it's because I'm at a temporary location right now. Many of you guys know who follow me on Twitter that I'm in the process of moving. So this is actually, I've never actually recorded here before. So if it sounds a little weird, that's why. But I'm going to go ahead and pop my red sandstone to the offhand, get my pick out, and we're just going to go ahead and fill this whole thing with some red sandstone, as much as we can at least, so that it looks somewhat interesting. There we go. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and fill all these tunnels with red sandstone, and I'll be back once we're done. Alright guys, so we got the tunnels up for the Redlands now, and I extended the tunnel system a lot so that now we can go in between every building in the Redlands without actually being seen on the surface. So this would be critical for the Redlands peoples, the Pueblo peoples, to, you know, basically have a way to gather supplies and quickly meet in case of an attack on the village. At least that's sort of what I'm imagining this as. So let me get in here. I'll show you the extended tunnel network and also the new color scheme here. So yeah, this is the new color scheme. We went with all sandstone, basically. Red sandstone and red sand, I should say. But basically, yeah, this hooks up to every house in the village. So this is the dam operator's house right here, for instance. If we come on down here, you can see it's sort of a labyrinth down here. A lot of different areas, a lot of different ladders that lead up to different houses. So here's another house here. If we come on down this way, this leads to, I think, the farmer's hut right here, I want to say. Yep, farmer's house right there. Mushrooms are spreading everywhere in here. Haven't been in there in a while. So then we come down here. This keeps going. This goes up to the shops up here. This comes over here and goes to the Kiva. I think this section I've shown you guys in a previous video. So this is the Kiva here. Let's just keep on making our way through here. But basically I try to keep the same design pattern for each and every area. So you can see we have the red sand on the bottom. We got the red sandstone on the top. We got the smooth red sandstone on the sides. And then for the ladders, everywhere there's a ladder, we have the chiseled red sandstone. So that's what we got here. Here's the meeting hall, the hall area right here. You come over here. Another tunnel leads down here into another house right here. So yeah, you can see we connected up every one of these, except for the teepees, which are actually above us right now. And the reason I didn't connect up the teepees and only just the permanent structures is because I sort of imagine, you know, the teepees being sort of semi-permanent, these things being semi-permanent, so they can, you know, collapse up and be moved if necessary. But yeah, we started out all the way over there at that sandstone house, so we made our way all the way around the Redlands, underground without traveling outside. So it's very good for, you know, the defense of the village and whatnot. So that's what we got there. However, there is still one other thing I need to do here. So I want to, oh yeah, that's where I came up right there. I want to make the tunnels underground here sort of extend up to here. So we want to actually be able to come over here and go into not only this tower here, but we want to go into our base as well, without leaving the tunnels, basically. So what that entails is we're going to need to get some more red sandstone. We're going to, you know, basically fill this out here, make all this into the appropriate blocks. So, you know, we'll have red sandstone here, red sandstone up here, like this. On the roof, right there, we'll have the sand coming out to about right here. Just like this. There we go. Perfect. So we'll make this whole tunnel in that same design pattern. And then I think my base is just like 10 or 20 blocks this way. So I want to make another hidden door right here. And the hidden door we're going to make is actually a new type of hidden door, which I came up with. And it's based on something we discovered actually in this tower a couple of months ago. Let me just grab this to demonstrate. And that is basically there is a new way to do wireless redstone. And that is basically if you have an open trapdoor. So this is the default trapdoor state. And if we open it up, it's going to be like that. But now if I place down a tripwire hook, the trapdoor will realize it's not powered and then basically go back to its default state. So watch the trapdoor in the corner of the screen here. And there you go. You saw it open. And this is actually detectable with an observer block. I'll just show you one more time here. So, boom, opens. And so, yeah, the cool thing with this is it can actually go through walls. So, you can actually have a wireless opening to a door. And so with that concept, we're going to sort of take that and run with it and make a wireless door. So, yeah, it should be pretty cool. So let me go ahead and get the tunnel done here first, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we got the tunnel from the tower over to our house done. Let me just show you here. It's actually right behind this wall here. So, yeah, once we break that, see there's sand everywhere and red sandstone. We can just come on over here and go into the tower this direction, or we can also go back down to the rest of the Redlands down this way. So we can now get up without having to use an ender pearl or the elytra. So that's good. And so, yeah, what I want to do here now is make a little bit of a hidden Jeb door right here. So we're just going to break in here. The issue with this, though, is going to be that there is some redstone back here already. This is what goes to the shower. This controls the shower right here, which is part of this magic mirror and everything that we have back here through this door. Like that. There we go. So yeah, this basically follows me wherever I go right there. And then we have the shower here, of course, that, you know, turns on and everything. Back here, door closes, etc. Then the water goes away when we do that and the door opens. So we have that to sort of deal with here. Let me just see if we can get this back to the center. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. Perfect. Just want to make sure he's in the right spot every time when I move back and forth. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, we have to sort of deal with this a little bit and have to work around this, which shouldn't be too bad. I think I can go right over this, actually. Although, let me see here. I'm going to want to have, let's see, right here is where I want the input to be, I think. Let me see, is that, yeah, I think that should work as the input. You can also have it down here. Alright guys, so I've evaluated it a little bit more, and I think we can get the input to be right here on this block as I originally wanted, and still build this thing back here by the shower. So, yeah, basically we have a very small space to work in, and it's about, what, 4 blocks wide or so? Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of tight quarters back here, and of course we're also bounded not only on this side by this redstone, but on this side by False's Bunny Farm. So we have to keep that in mind. We can't really cut into that anymore at all. But I think we can fit this in still. This is a custom design of a door that I invented. So I'm going to go ahead and build this here. It's going to be, the door itself is just a normal Jeb door, but the input is what makes the door special. So I'm going to go ahead and make this, and then I'll sort of explain how it works. And you know what, guys? Let me just go ahead and show you how this door is going to work. So first of all, we have a simple Jeb door here. That's controlled by this redstone line coming out here. So if I place a torch down, you'll see these pistons extend, and the door will close right here. So the door is open right now. You can get down here and walk through. But let me just show you. If I place down a torch up here, the door will close. Just like that. And so now we have a closed door right here. I'm just going to go ahead and put that down there. Get rid of this torch. And then the door has now opened. So that's what that is going to be. The first bit there is going to be. Now the really interesting part starts back here. So this is the part that relies on the wireless redstone bit. So we have a tripwire here, an open trap door, and if I go ahead and place down a tripwire over right here, just listen real close here now. You heard the trapdoor there close, and indeed the trapdoor did close, and that's what we're going to use to open the door. So basically we're going to have a observer block right there, observing that, and that's going to output a signal whenever the trapdoor updates, like this, right there, and that'll output the signal that'll open the door. But the issue comes when the trapdoor is closed like this, after we've activated the door one time. If we get back out here with the tripwire and place down another one, you don't hear anything because the trapdoor does not update back to the open state. So we now have to come up with a way to basically make it so that the trapdoor will update into this state without activating the door again. So that's easier said than done, but let me give you a quick demonstration of exactly how we're going to do that. So here's how we're going to do this. So let's say we'll have 2 tripwires right here, and let's have the other one be right here, right there. Very nice. And we'll have the trapdoor that activates our system right here. Let's have the observer block that watches this trapdoor. Let's have that be right there. Get that one down. There we go. We'll get rid of this block back here. And so now we should see, if I go ahead and replace this tripwire, this trapdoor should open, or should close rather, from the open state right here. So let's just see if that happens. Yep, there we go. So you saw it right there, the trapdoor closed. And now you'll see that we can't get it to open. But luckily, trapdoors have a unique property. So normally trapdoors, whenever they're exposed to redstone, will close whenever the redstone source is removed. So like for instance, if I remove this torch, it will close the trapdoor. Same thing if I have like a block of redstone, remove it, the trapdoor closes. And same thing if you have like a button or a lever. Whenever the power source is removed, trapdoor closes. So you might think it's impossible to get the trapdoor back into this state with redstone alone, but nothing's impossible, guys. Nothing's impossible. So check this out. This is what we're going to do to make this seemingly impossible task possible again. So we're going to have a redstone torch here. Now, it's really interesting. Watch what happens when I place this down. So there's some type of quasi-connectivity here going on between the torch and the trapdoor. Because if I break this, you see nothing happens. It's very strange how this works. But yeah, essentially there's some type of connection between an open wooden trapdoor and a redstone torch. So it's very, very strange. It only happens when this is open. It'll update and realize it's not being powered. So I guess this gives an update to like a block beside this trapdoor, and then it's like, oh, I'm not powered, it opens. Or closes, whatever. You get the idea. So there's a sort of a quasi-connectivity going on here. Anyway, we're going to place a redstone torch down here, and then we're going to have a sticky piston right here. Like that. And so what we're going to have is we're going to have this sticky piston extend, grab the trapdoor, bring it back here, at which point this trapdoor is going to open up. Let me just do this real quick. It's going to open up like that, and then we'll have this thing give out a 1-tick pulse so that it re-extends, and you'll see, since there's a quasi-connectivity between this torch and the trapdoor will remain in this state, which means we can now do this and have it open. And that'll give the signal to that observer block, which then opens the door. So that is the key right there, guys. That is the key. So basically, we're going to have this extend. It's going to reset the trapdoor. And then get this back out. Re-extend, and then leave it behind, essentially. So we're going to have to give a 1-tick pulse to this so it leaves it behind. And then, yeah, then we can just use the door as normal. So it's just going to leave basically that. So that is how we're going to reset. That's how you reset a trapdoor using redstone, which I think is kind of awesome. I've never seen that done before, actually. But yeah, that is how that works. So that's essentially how the door we're making is going to work in detail, basically. So yeah, We just have to come back here now and make the mechanism that does that, which is going to be a little bit more complex than that basic model there, but the idea is basically going to be the same. So we're going to need a sticky piston right here. Voila. We're going to need a trapdoor, or not a trapdoor, a torch right here. Leave that open. Let's see, then we're going to need, let's just get on up here, if we can. Let's see, we're going to need, behind this observer block, we're going to need some repeaters. This is going to go into a pulse extender. And then we also need some stuff back here behind this. So I think we're going to have like an observer block that's going to give out the 1-tick pulse to this piston that I was talking about. Yep, you saw it right there, 1-tick pulse. And then let me just see if I can, yep, leave it right there. Perfect, that's exactly what we want to see. So this trapdoor will remain open now. Very nice, very nice. And then let's do this. Let's go ahead and we'll have some redstone dust here. And we want to have our pulse extender here. So let's just cut into the wall. Cut into the mesa a little bit here. We'll bring this down like this. Down like this. Very good. And let's see, we need some more redstone. So let me just get some of this. There we are. And we also need some more comparators. So let's just make pulse extender here. So this will just be like that. Very good. We need a block here. We'll need dust here. And then let's also make something that'll go this direction. So we'll just bring this over here. Like that. We're going to need a pulse limiter here. So let me just actually do that. And let me just... hang on. Gotta make sure we get this back to the right spot. Well, it's not going to go to the right spot, is it? Okay. Well, anyway, let me just bring this over here. Yeah, we'll have to just move that back manually, I guess. But what we want here is we want basically just one pulse so that when this thing turns on and off, it'll just basically, yeah, do exactly that right there. And yeah, we have to break this for a moment. There we go. So yeah, we need that. So that should be good there. We'll need a piston right here. Let's have, actually no, we need a piston right there rather. Have a block on this, and we'll just extend this out here. And so this thing should give out a signal of 15 initially, and then the signal will degrade. So basically what that means is this thing will, whenever this is in this state here, reach out and grab that, reset it like that, and then hopefully, dang it, hopefully before, oh, the clock is real. Okay, let's break this for a moment here. There we go. It should leave this out like this, essentially, is what I'm trying to say, after I was so rudely interrupted there. And then all I have to do is just basically make this come down like this, and then come over like this, and then this should be pretty much good to go. And I think that's the whole thing, hopefully. Yeah, so let's just see if this works now. So, we got our trapdoor in the right position. No wires coming to this, so that's good. Let's just drop on in here and test this out, make sure it opens. So now, break this, put that down, should close, and then after a bit of time it should open again. Although it's sounding like it's making a clock for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. Okay guys, just a couple quick changes I made here. I went ahead and put down a torch here to invert the door so that it's closed by default basically. And I also went ahead and changed this from 2 ticks to 1 tick. That made a big difference because otherwise, as you saw, it made a clock, which it shouldn't do now, I don't think. And also I reset this initially because something happened here. I just basically had to reset it. So, yeah, I think we should be good now. We shouldn't see that clock behavior happen again. Let's just go ahead and make our way out here, test it out. And we're just going to go ahead and put down this like this. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can open it. So if we just break this, place it down, we should see this door open, just like so. And then after a brief delay, we should see this door closed. So let's just wait another second or two, and there we go. Perfect. Okay. Now the real test, did it reset? So let's see if we place this down here. Yeah, baby. It's working. It's a-working. And now we should see it come back. Let's just... Yeah, it's already reset, actually. Sweet! That's amazing. I love it. All right, fantastic. So, got this all figured out now. So this thing is up and working. Only other thing we need to do is make sure we can open it from this other side, which is actually quite easy to do. So all we need to do for that is actually power... Let me see if I can get up here now. Or not really power, but unpower, rather. This torch... Oh, man. This torch right here. Because if you remember, whenever we update this... whenever I broke this torch before... let me see if I can just demonstrate this here real quick. Whenever I did this... That changes the whole thing. And so, yeah, you can see it actually did... It actually opened the door here, and now it should close in a minute. After a brief delay, of course. Yep, there we go. Sweet, so it works. So all we have to do is just make sure that the pressure plate here runs to this torch up here. That torch right there. So we now have this line all hooked up, so it just runs directly from the pressure plate here, down underneath, down this line here, into the repeater, which goes into a torch, which goes into another torch, which goes into the top torch. And that should be all we need, really. Let's just go ahead and step on this like that, and that should open the door. Voila. And then we should see the door close behind us in just a moment. And then we can test out if it works this way as well still, which it definitely should. There we go. Okay, closes, and then should open. There we go. We walk straight through. There we go. And then should close behind us in just a moment. Just give it a brief second here. Maybe. Yep, there it is. Okay, and then walk back over it. Opens up again. Fantastic. Sweet. So it's working. That's awesome. Sweet. All right, and then it should close behind us once more. And then all we have to do, yeah, now all we have to do is worry about decoration and closing this thing off. So let's just open it up one more time. I'll get on back here, put in some of this stuff like that, and there we go. We're now done, basically. So that is it. That is the secret door now. Secret tripwire entrance right there, which I think is pretty awesome. So this door is pretty cool as it is, but one of the cool things about it that I really like is that you can also use other inputs besides just this. So anywhere within, I think, 40 blocks you can use as an input as long as it's on the same X and Y value as your other tripwire. So check this out. So I'm looking at, what am I looking at? Minus 1264, 82, 873. So as long as I'm at 82, 873, I'll be able to open the door. So if I can actually come all the way over here, let's see. Need to look at 82, 873 right here. So this block right here, if I place this down here, this will also open the door. How awesome is that? Dual entrance door, baby. That is sweet. So I can open it from over there. I can open it from here. If I went into the... I can actually probably open it from here too. Let's see. Yep. I can open it from there. I can open this door from pretty much anywhere in the immediate vicinity as long as it's on the same X and Y coordinate, which is amazing. Of course, I usually open it from here because, you know, that's where I designed it to open from for the most part. But you can open it from other spots as well. So that's pretty awesome. Multiple inputs for a single door wirelessly. How awesome is that? Anyways, guys. I think that's going to be all for me today. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. A little bit of wireless redstone magic going on. But yeah, until next time, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.